couple of people have said, hey, why'd you let your trees get so big? I mean, what's up? Don't you do the grow a little fruit tree thing anymore? Well, like many people, being fallen, being creatures who are unable to necessarily do what they wish they could, the trees got away from me last year. And I had some of them pruned properly, but not all of them. So I have a few trees that are just huge, and I figured, well, I'll let them go into spring and I'll see what happens. So the mulberries in particular got away from me, and I'm cutting them first and stalling because I have to cut the nectarine that's over there. But these are less scary than cutting that big, beautiful nectarine. So we're just gonna cut these mulberries and look at the nectarine for now. And that's how you do it, guys. Thanks for joining me. I'm David the Good. Buy my books. Cowsies! Wowsy wowsies! Cows! Moo! Cows? Oh, you're still here. Yeah, that's not all there is to the pruning, but cows absolutely love mulberry leaves. They've just wandered off somewhere, and I don't know where. They started new lives for themselves with, you know, like somebody that has a good gardening channel. Not this good gardening channel, but maybe one of those regenerative farmers with the really, really nice grass instead of this southern centipede. The general idea with Grow a Little Fruit Tree and Ralph's book on keeping your fruit trees small, which I highly recommend, is that if you prune at the end of the dormant season, before the trees wake up, this is for temperate trees like your stone fruits, apples, pears, etc. What you're doing is you are increasing the vigor of the tree. And you may have seen this before. If you prune a tree before it wakes up, you'll notice that it regrows very vigorously as the sap rises. But if you prune in around the solstice, we're a little earlier than that, but I'm tired of looking at these trees. When the trees are actively growing, covered with green material, it decreases the vigor of the tree. It helps to keep it small. So we want to keep it small. So we are pruning now because the tree is just simply too big. So that's the general idea, and you could be really nice about it. But I saw multiple mulberry trees in the past that had a weeping umbrella shape, and a lot of the mulberries were in a position where you could reach them, and they had multiple trunks coming out of the ground. And I asked the fellow, how do you keep your trees like that? How did you get them like that? And he said, about every 3 years I chainsawed them to the ground and let them grow back. Wow, that's pretty impressive. Now, that could kill some trees, but in the case of the mulberries, they generally live. You can see how much vigor there actually is in a mulberry. This trunk on this thing, you know, is about 6 inches across at the base of it, and this tree has only been in here for just a little over 2 years. So it's kind of ridiculous how much it grew. You know, I've got pears that are that age and they're only about 2 inches across. Mulberries are extremely fast growers. But if you're not sure still how this works, I recommend you get her book, Grow a Little Fruit Tree. I will put a link below. But since I was chopping these trees down, I thought I'll take you along and you can see what it looks like. And because these are the grocery rows and we constantly want to mulch here and we always have a shortage of mulch, when I prune, I throw them back. As you can see here, I have this little Nanking cherry that I put in the spring, and I'm just throwing all of these leaves and things down here. If this looks like a big brush pile by the time I'm done with the mulberries, that's great because we really need that organic matter. There, I'll do a follow-up video on that. You can see exactly what it looks like. When you cut a tree all the way to the ground and you smash your peppers on the other side. Look at this. They already stripped all of the leaves off of that big branch that we put over there. There's some more, guys. That's cool. I got these glasses for when I'm driving, so I look like that guy from Jaws with the glasses that look like my driving glasses. This is the seedling nectarine tree. It's already born. I'm a little bit scared to cut it down because I don't want to hurt it, but I let it grow way too big for this space. It's ridiculous. It's probably almost 24 feet tall. So it's got to come out, it's got to come down, and I'll give it plenty of summer to regrow in. And hey, YOLO. See that? Just gotta do the last little bit of cleanup. And then tomorrow morning, if I can get up before it gets too hot, I'll turn around and cut those branches up and use them for mulch in the gardens out here. Just chop them into bits as nicely as I can. If you want to see how to do this all properly and read about it in depth, again, I'll put a link to Ann Ralph's book below. This is a little more drastic. You're supposed to do this every year so it doesn't get to this level, but it is what it is. We don't always get everything done when we want to get it done. But I figured if I was going to do it, I might as well take you along. And if it dies, I'll film that too. Thanks for joining me. Catch y'all next time. And until then, may your thumbs always be green.